Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ocho Reacts. And we got a special episode today because we are reacting not just to Long Shot, alright? But nothing really dropped last week, so we are going to the top of the queue. And you guys wanted me to react to their pre-debut, the 4SHOBOIZ mixtape. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a rarity. This is not the first album I think I've reacted to on this channel. But yeah, first in a very long time. Technically it's a mixtape. But you know what? Is what it is. Alright, anyways, we got this. I'm excited. Alright, I'm excited. Y'all know I love Long Shot. Y'all know I've been a fan as of late. They are my rookies of the year currently for 2026. Now, of course, we are 2 months, not even 2 months in. But yeah, with what they've done, I feel like you gotta love it. Alright, you gotta love with what they have done so far in their career. So very excited to kind of get to check them out here. And yeah, as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content. And as always, alright, everything you're looking for in this life can be found in my description. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Are you ready? It's a pretty quick mixtape. I'm gonna not do, to pause really quickly, I'm not gonna do the last three because it's just the remixes of Next to You, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I feel like I know Louis' voice now. Got some hi-hat that's consistently. We got some 808s in there. I like the production. I really do. I like the production on this. Really, really good. Very popular, by the way. Was this like even before the pre-debut? Because I see this has like 1 million plays. Currently looking at this on YouTube Music. That is a lot. I mean, a couple of these got like a couple 100,000. I mean, all of them do. But that one seems especially popular. Was that like maybe like released before? It was like their first song? Y'all let me know.
I've been waiting on that for ya. I've been trying to tell ya it's not enough. Yeah. But when the time is right. No need to prove a different move. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all know to my true tune. Wanna be a last collate. Hasn't do with bass. Hit me with the face. Hey, Miss Mystery. You hit me with a little stroke robbery. I dream about it, you're my fantasy. So tell me what you want from me. Swear, swear.
It's a cool little intro. It's a cool little intro. Makes sense. Showcases everybody. You get the vocals. You get a little verse here and there before we kind of break into everybody doing their own thing. Nice little starter for the top of the mixtape. Little New Jack Swing. Hold on. That was, woo. The way they dropped the like louder parts of the beat right there. Are you ready? I like that. I like that. Like that a lot. That was really good. That was really good. Solid little intro. Solid little intro. I'm not gonna overdo it. We got 7 songs to get into here. So, I'm gonna digest it, but very good intro. Are you ready? Great production on that. Y'all let me know who produced that. I know they have a lot of influence in the material they're making, and of course Jay Park. Obviously, so yeah, more good music though from Long Shot. All right, that's kind of the expectation at this point. But good showcase for everybody. Saw a little intro, great production. Let's get it going. We got RYUL, Trust Myself. Hold on. Darker vibe on this one. Some porn action in the background. He hit the flow state. He hit the flow state on that verse. He hit the flow state on that. I like that. I like that. So RYUL is the which I wanted to call out. I wanted to call out an Are You Ready, but I didn't want to, get it wrong here. This is also great because I'm going to be able to identify everybody's like voice. But RYUL is the rapper. Okay. I see it. That's what I thought. And I'm seeing a little bit more here. Love his delivery on this. Lot darker vibe, which y'all know I love. Much darker vibe. We're shying away from. They pull a lot of like 90s into a lot of their stuff, especially when they dip into that R&B side. So I'm expecting with Louis stuff, probably going to get back to that. But here, RYUL, a lot more modern, a lot darker mood here. But it's working for me. That bass line is hard. I watched a lot of finish before I started talking. If y'all saw me lock in for a second. That was fire too. We 2 for 2. We are 2 for 2. He's on this next one too. But let me talk about Trust Myself really briefly. Really like me. I actually like that. I think better than the intro. Good showcase for RYUL. Do we have to do all those verses? I feel like the messaging, by the way, in Trust Myself, I feel like very consistent with kind of the image, the personas that we've gotten from Longshot. Of this I don't want to say arrogance, but they have like a certain type of confidence, swagger that they are, carrying, and I feel like Trust Myself plays right into that as a song. So again, liking what I'm liking so far. RYUL, there's something here. Him and Louis on this though. This might be my favorite. It's only a minute 53, but we'll see. Thinking. Let's go. I'm very curious to see what's y'all's like highlights. Which one are y'all like anticipating me like reacting to or listening to? Yo. RYUL starting us off. Yo, I was thinking my love for the cash street, so no one nice on the case high. And then I go like girls to the thing, got me the bush right your side. Now the big ups as I go take it down. Who's thinking still on the upside shit. I was thinking about love, ain't think about you, man, never say got you. 천천히. 날 생각해봐 우리 사이가 뭔지. rodeo. It's a nice pace switch up from the first two. Showing out the versatility here in production. It's got the Jersey Club bounce. It's been so popular recently. Louis' voice reminds me of somebody. I don't want to say CK. Oh my goodness. His voice reminds me of somebody from KC. Somebody from His voice, it just clicked right there. He sounded near identical in a very positive note. In a very, very positive note. But I'm blanking. Let's keep it rolling though. But bro, again, golden voice. Him and RYUL, this is fire. Fire song. You can ride to this. Hey, 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 something quick. Something quick. Only a minute 53. Lived up to my hype though. Lived up to my hype. That was fire. That was fire. We 3 for 3. We 3 for 3 right now. Thinking very, very good. Again, listen. How many times can I say it? I'm obsessed with bro's voice. Louis has the voice, bro. He has the voice. He's like this secret ingredient you throw into any long shot and it's just a hit. It's what makes it go. But RYUL also has something. I don't know, in his delivery. It's just is something different. Something different. Something different we haven't really gotten. But also reminds you of kind of the legends we've seen kind of come up out of this space. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. Next up we got All Good feat WOOJIN and RYUL. Last of RYUL's songs on the project. Introducing WOOJIN's kind of parts here. His delivery is very... What if we go back to WOOJIN on this? His second pocket right here? I'm not gonna lie, some of RYUL's bars in this got me dying. Keep it rolling though. And we slowed it back down. At first I was like, alright, we're gonna have to see. But now that we settled into this, I'm rocking with it. Fade it out. Rock with it. So we're gonna bring it back. The production is so fascinating because they blend these, like, the sample here, very old school sounding sample with kind of like a modern touch to it, you know what I mean? It has a lot of the, like, not going to straight call it opium, but like that modern, not necessarily rage music, but kind of like that, you know what I mean? It blends certain elements of that into the production, but you also have these kind of more retro sounding elements, and it's just meshing. It's just meshing really, really well. And it's a little bit almost, I dare say, almost like a signature sound like that. I'm starting to associate that with Longshot the more I've heard from them. Like, did it here again with All Good, which again, 4 for 4 by the way. But yeah, they're meshing I almost said former styles, but older styles with kind of newer stuff, and it's working really, really well in this mixtape. Really, really well. For this to be kind of like their first taste, came out even before the album, very distinctive and very strong kind of impression of, bring onto the audience. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep it rolling here. We've got, I want to say it's wrong. Ejeh? Is it just eh? It's probably just eh by WOOJIN. Slower. Seems like we might get more of a vocal performance here. Ejeh. I don't know why I didn't just connect that. Very New York sounding beat, drillish, but it's a little bit slower pace, which is very interesting. Again, bringing in some different type of elements here in production. You've got that New York drill sounding that keeps coming in, but the kind of slower pace along with his vocals and delivery. Interesting contrast here. It's working though. It's working. I dare say I like WOOJIN more on this than I did on All Good. Which, to be fair, is this is his track. But I think this stylistically fits him very, very well. I like that they took the distortion off his voice, even though obviously it served a purpose for the rap verse in All Good, which again still was good with me. 4 for 4. We 5 for 5 here with Ejeh, but I like that they took it away because we got to really see his vocals in this. We got to really see his vocals in this, and he can sing. He can sing. He can sing. And this was a really good vocal performance. All right, again, quick. All these pretty quick, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. But I think a really good showcase of like, if we also got the rapping version, All Good. Here's a more vocally, I think a good showcase. Once again, this is a mixtape, first impression. So I like it. I like it for a showcase track for him. And yeah, like I said, we 5 for 5. All right, we 5 for 5. I think we go in 7 for 7. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have complete faith in this group, but let's keep it rolling. Here we got OHYUL. Oh wait, had a little bit more in the outro. We've got OHYUL and Louis, Next to You, which seems to be the featured track of the entire project because it also got 3 remixes. So I got high expectations for this. Let's keep it going on. Okay. Are we really tapping into the R&B side here? This is the one you play to your significant other. Very interesting production. The tempo is so like dreamy, almost makes you feel like Christmas. It's almost very like Christmas holiday. For those of you that grew up in the church, very church-like feel, but then you have this like 808 over the top that's kind of like increasing it. So it's a little jarring, honestly, at first to listen to, but I feel like, again, it's kind of working. It's kind of working, but then you also have OHYUL and Louis who are putting in a shift here. So we gonna let this one digest a little bit. All right, I might lock in for a second and go silent, but very interesting production on this one. Very not what I was expecting. And again, classic long shot, by the way, blending that older sound with the newer stuff. Not breaking out the phone call. Long shot trying to bring R&B back, man. I love it. Alright, penultimate. I'm going to still say 6 for 6, but I will say I think this is my least favorite. Surprisingly, I dare say this is my least favorite of the 6 so far. It was cool. It was cool. It was good, but it was cool. You know what I mean? Wasn't nothing too crazy. Again, it's a... I wouldn't say it's jarring, because that feels too harsh of a word. But it's a little different. And I feel like they could have... This is where the length... I feel like if they had more, like if there was more meat on the bone, as they say, if they had done a little bit more with the verses, like I love the elements, certain elements of the structure of the song, bringing in the phone call, classic R&B, love the verses early on. I feel like if y'all had done a little bit more with it, it would have connected better with me. You know what I mean? If we'd have had a second verse there, added a little bit more to that chorus, I think that would have made Next to You rock more with me. But I still enjoyed it. It was still gonna make the playlist. But if I'm being honest with y'all, probably my least favorite, which I'm honestly surprised about. Because if I had a blind shot this, might have been my expected to be favorite. We got one more though. Alright. WOOJIN, Louis, my side. Another genre shift. More popish, altish with the production, with the drum. Makes sense as kind of the mixtape album ender. Okay, I see why this has 1 million plays. Louis, we gonna make you a superstar, my boy. Trust. It's the song they play at the end of the movie, you know what I mean? It's end credits music. Like how WOOJIN sounded on the second verse. I'm actually replay that. It really is pre-chorus almost. I like this duo, man. very breathy. So but I think the rawness in their voice is actually worse for the song, in my non-professional opinion. But I enjoyed that. 7 for 7. This was. I see why I wanted me to react to this. This was a very good introduction, which is what it was. 4SHOBOIZ mixtape, little fun, little 22-minute total, including the remixes. Project. Nothing too groundbreaking. I think the proper debut album, I would still rate ahead. With stuff like Moonwalking, FaceTime, and Saucin', which are certifiable bangers, and that's not including the other 2 songs in that project. But very good. Very, very good. I think my favorites probably, I'm not gonna lie to you, RYUL and Louis might have stole the show with All Good. They may have stole the show with All Good, I dare say. Definitely rose their stock with me. WOOJIN as well. OHYUL, I wish OHYUL would have got his own song with this project. I feel like it's the only thing missing. Alright, we could have gone 8. You know, I'm Ocho. 8 would have been perfect, y'all. Alright? I wish OHYUL would have got his own little showcase song. Because I think that would have been cool to kind of get him to express. Because I think, the solo songs were some of the best stuff. Even though Louis, I guess technically also did not get his own song on this. But Louis was all over this project. He was 1, 2, 3, 4 counting Are You Ready? So he was all over this. But I wish we had a little bit more OHYUL. But I'm not going to complain. Alright? Not going to complain. Nice little project, nice little pre-debut mixtape here for Long Shot. Once again, man, Rookies of the Year. All right, Rookies of the Year. But that is all from me. All right, that is all from me. Let me know what your favorite off the 4SHOBOIZ mixtape was. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all have a great week because I'm doing this on a Sunday and releasing it on Sunday. Ocho, signing off.